Michele here, and today I'm visiting Durham to chat with the cool crew at G2B. It's a gastro pub style restaurant serving up creative American cuisine and some of the best craft beers, including their own brew. Let's head inside to G2B. Chef, are you ready for the interview?
Let me just rinse off.
Okay, great. Let's do one more. So we're here today at G2B in Durham. So how does this work? Do you and Andrew work together in figuring out what beers pair well with your dishes, and then you make recommendations to guests?
Pretty much. I mean, we see what we have on tap at the time, and from there we just kind of do dishes based. That's what's going to go with the beers best.
Did you have background brewing beer before you?
I started home brewing about 6 years ago,
Okay.
so I'm self-taught. I have worked with a couple brewers in the area, just hanging out, learning, trying to see what it's like on a bigger system.
And so who built everything?
I did.
You physically built
Yeah,
this?
I plumbed
Okay.
it, I built the control panel and everything from scratch.
Wow. So then how did you come up with the design and what,
Luckily, I had someone else who had built the system before, and they had a layout of everything that they had done. There's about 20 or 30 of these systems around the country that are being used. So it's basically a much smaller system that I can do anything that the guys are doing on a much larger scale. We can do it on a much smaller scale and gives us more flexibility to play around.
Okay, great. So can you tell me a little bit about food that you have here?
Sure. So for the food, we try to really focus on first seasonality, what's in season, and then sourcing locally. We go to the farmers markets every week. We go, and then as far as what we're doing protein-wise, depending on what we're going to put on the menu, we work with different farms. So it could be a different pig farm, or meat, chickens, ducks, whatever it is. And as far as produce, we really just try to use a wide variety so we can get a little bit from everybody.
Okay, great. So can the two of you tell me a little bit about what food we're going to taste today?
So for food, we're going to do, we're going to plate up our cauliflower soup dish. And then the other dish we're going to see is the roasted pig's head. And that we're just going to have with our little side of chow chow.
That sounds delicious to me because it reminds me of growing up, my childhood. Beautiful. Okay, Travis, I'm ready to try the soup. That is so good.
We serve it warm, not overly hot. So for me, if it's at a lower temperature, it stays nice and fresh and creamy tasting.
Okay, great. That was delicious.
So,
okay.
For the pig head.
Yeah, I'm ready for this. Yeah, it almost like melts in my mouth, I feel like. Oh, it's great. It's like a fun date night, basically, where you're exploring a new food together and
hang out and have casual conversation, drink some beer, and just pick on the pig.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for sharing these dishes with me. They're delicious. I
Thanks for coming.
appreciate it. All right, guys. I ask everyone this question, so you have to tell me, what is your ultimate food addiction?
My ultimate food addiction is cereal.
Cereal.
Yeah,
okay.
I
Is
love
it
cereal.
just any cereal or specific
Pretty
types?
much.
Okay.
Pretty much any cereal. Lately it's been Honey Bunches of Oats.
Yeah.
And Honey Nut Cheerios.
He has 2 little kids as well, so I have a feeling that plays into his
It's always
cereal
there.
addiction.
Okay. And you?
Well, being raised in North Carolina, I probably will have to go with barbecue. Especially when you cook it yourself, you get to eat not only just great pig, but you can choose the different pieces that you'd like. Right off from the ribs to, pulled meat and everything.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for sitting down and telling me about the food. I really appreciate it, and I enjoyed hearing about the different dishes and about the different beers. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Bye.